Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Teresa and today I'm doing one of my all-time favorite videos ever to film, and that would be the OwlCrate box unboxing video. Okay guys, so I had already filmed this whole thing and basically was like showing you how I always do. I open up the box and I show you me like first reactions, taking stuff out of the box. But my dog would not leave me alone and I got very frustrated. I had to kick him out and I got flustered and I just don't think it's gonna be that good of a video. So I'm just gonna film it, just showing you guys the items as they are. I've seen some people do unboxings this way. He's turning on a boxing background if you can hear that, sorry. Yeah, he like was seriously like in my face, like trying to take stuff out of my hands. I'm just like, nope, this isn't happening. So I had to kick him out and then he started whining and it was this whole thing. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. So now he's content because he has the box stitching on and I can hopefully, you know, do this video without too much of a distraction. So first and foremost, the thing that I look forward to every single month is the pens. And you guys, this year's pens are going to be so cool. So here we have our pen, but the coolest thing is, you guys, it's like a little book and it opens up. Is that not amazing? I cannot wait to see what the rest of the year's pens are going to be. So they're all little books, like that's so exciting. So this is inspired by Folk of the Air. There we go. Folk of the Air series. You have Jude and Carden on one side and you have Jude, you know, on the other. I personally am not a fan of that series, but I think this is stunning. Next up, we have this really cute little tape measure. Is this not like adorable? And then look, you click it and it closes. This is so cool. So on one hand, we have this beautiful bird, like raven, and on the other hand, the other side, you have this saying, and it says, "Everyone in the forest waited with an indrawn breath, waiting for the taste of autumn," which I just think is a beautiful quote. And it's like squishy and nice, but yeah, it's a cloth tape measure. Let me see. I didn't even actually see how far this comes out. So this goes to 150 centimeters or 60 inches. So what is that? A couple feet? I don't even know. I'm really bad at math. And then you just click the button and it goes right back in. This is super cool. I like that it's cloth. I like that it's super cute. I'll probably keep this in my purse because you never know when tape measure is going to come in handy. Next, we have this super cool thing, you guys. We have this. And what this is it is a little light up lamp. So you have this little acrylic here that has this really beautiful design on it. And it does have like a protective film. Let me see if I can take the protective film off. Okay, here we go. So it has a protective film on it just to keep it, you know, nice. But take that off and there we are. Now you have this, that might have actually made it harder to see. And it just sits in this little wooden holder here, which that alone is cool, right? But this is actually a light. And so if I plug it in and I click the little button, it lights up. I turn my ring light off so you guys can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Isn't that really pretty? I know it's hard to see in here, but I will try to remember to film this like in the dark so you guys can get a good look at it. But it's really super cool. It's nice. The cord is super long and it has a nice clicky here that just clicks it on and off. So it's super, super cool. And when I was opening it up, I saw that it had a blank one and I was thinking like, did they just accidentally send an extra one or like what the heck? Apparently they said this on purpose, so this is one that you can design on. I actually happen to have a Cricut Maker, which is a machine that can engrave on acrylic, so I can totally make something on here. But if you don't have it, you can draw on it, you can write on it, you can all sorts of things with it. So yeah, super cool. I like that it included an extra thing, like that's like really clever and really handy, you know? The next thing we have is this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mug. And this is inspired by Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. And it just has a silicone lid that pops on and off. And it's ceramic, and it has a silicone, like, I don't know what you call these things. Cozy? But let's see if I take it off. It's a little sticky. And show you the, there we go. So it's just a silicone one of these. I love the color scheme of this box. Like this, the green that is running through this box is absolutely stunning. I don't know if I told you all. I think I totally forgot to tell you guys what this theme is this month. It's Quoting the Fae. This is the theme. And this is like the spoiler card thing. Yeah, anyways. Here is the mug. Isn't she gorgeous, you guys? It's so pretty. And of course, it's got the little OwlCrate. It's dishwasher and microwave safe, which is super cool. And this says, fear is a seed. Fear is a seed, my love. It can grow from pain or anger, or it can grow from something else. Hope and love. This little thing, the only thing that I was like kind of questioning about this is, from my memory, Fortuna Sworn is a adult series, not a YA series. Am I right or am I wrong on that? Because like, it's fine that they have that in here. I mean, like, I'm not complaining about that, the book or the fandom. It's just, if it's an adult fandom, it seems a little odd they would include an adult fandom in a box that's pretty much YA coordinated. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, most of the stuff in here is YA. Like, the books are always YA, and majority of the fandoms, or the fandom stuff, you know, it's I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but like, it's marketed for YA audiences, even though I'm sure a lot of adults actually, because I mean, I'm an adult, I get OwlCrate. So it would just be a little odd if they had an adult romance, because, you know, adult romance is adult. A romantic fantasy in a YA box. But I could be wrong. Maybe it is a YA fantasy. I know it's a romantic fantasy. I don't read it because I don't read romantic or romance books, but it's really good quality. The artwork is beautiful. I'm not complaining about that at all. It seems a little odd that they would include an adult's like fandom in a YA box. Unless I'm wrong, and then totally just ignore me. So second to last thing that we have in here is this absolutely stunning tote bag. And this says, finest selection in the fairy realm. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Gosh darn it. Durant and Greenbrier booksellers. Isle of Innsmouth, Elfheim. Probably pronouncing everything incorrectly. New and secondhand antiquarium, fae fiction, rare mortal literature, and more. And it's got Cruel Prince and Alice in Wonderland. There. It was established 2018. It's super, super nice. So you have the regular handles here, and then you have, if you want to carry it crossbody, you have the big strap, and the big strap comes off, which is also really nice. One of my favorite features about the tote bag, though, is the fact that it has a zipper. So you can zip it up, keep your valuables safe inside. And then another really cool thing is it has a pocket on the inside, and the pocket is as deep as the bag. So you have, like, you know, you can kind of separate your stuff, and it's a pretty decent sized tote bag. It's nice canvas. It's a nice heavy weight. So I think it should hold up pretty nice. And this is by Paperback Bones, the Cruel Prince Bookshop Souvenir Tote. And then last is the book. So are you guys ready? Drum roll, please. Da -da -da -da. Boom. Book. This is The Buried and the Bound by Rochelle Hassan. So here's the front of it. I think it's super pretty. And then there's the spine, and then here's the back. Come back to the forest, it says. And then if we take off the dust jacket, we have this absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous hardback. It's soft. It's really soft. I like it. So here it is with the foiling. It says, "You were all the magic I ever needed." How sweet. And then on the back, That's what it looks like. And it says, "This book is the property of the Bridget Bishop Memorial Library. Please return to 459 Fox Hollow Lane, Blackthorn, Massachusetts." So really, really cool. And then you open it up. Of course, we have these absolutely stunning end papers. And the cool thing about this one, you guys, is the author letter is actually bound in the book, this edition. So that's super cool that I don't think they've done before. And of course it's signed. So there we go. I wonder if they're going to start just including the author letters bound into the books, which I think is actually a really good idea because, like, I don't know, it's just nice to have it with the book, you know? And it also came with an exclusive, if I can find it, QR code for OwlCrate subscribers. And it says "The Buried and the Bound," bonus content, an additional scene set after the book, and that came with it as well. So super cool. So oh, and we gotta look at the reverse dust jacket, of course, which I think is stunning. Look at how beautiful that is, guys. I love wolves, I love forests, I love all that kind of stuff. Absolutely beautiful. And I gotta say, I don't know if this book is for me per se. The aesthetic of the book, 100%, but I don't know if the book itself is. So let me just read you what it says here on the blurb. "As the only hedge witch in Blackthorn, Massachusetts, in an uncommonly magical place, Azizi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Elamine has bargained, Elamine, I don't know, I can't pronounce names to save my life. Has bargained with wood nymphs, rescued palm-sized fairies from house cats, and banished flesh-eating shadows from the local park. But when a dark entity awakens in the forest outside of town, eroding the boundaries between the human world and fairyland, run-of-the-mill fae mischief turns into outright aggression, and the danger to herself and others becomes too great for Azizi to handle alone. Leo Merritt is no stranger to magical catastrophes. He's in love with someone he doesn't remember, thanks to a curse that kicked in on his 16th birthday and ripped away the memories of his true love. A miserable year has passed since then. Desperate for answers, he makes a pact with Azizi. He'll provide much-needed backup on her nightly patrols. In exchange, she'll help him break the curse. But when the creature in the woods sets its sights on them, their survival depends on the aid of a mysterious young necromancer they're not certain they can trust. They'll have to work together to eradicate this new threat and take back their hometown, even as it forces them to uncover long-buried secrets and make some devastating sacrifices. So it's like urban fantasy, which I do like urban fantasy, but on the spoiler card it said it's a contemporary fantasy, which maybe that's the same thing, I don't know. But I'm not a contemporary reader, so I don't know if I'm gonna like this book or not, but I'm definitely willing to give it a try. I mean, it's very beautiful. That is everything. Let me go ahead. Oh, I gotta show you what the original cover looked like first. I gotta say, this original cover, if I would have just seen this cover, not known anything about this book, I would never pick this up. So here's the original cover. Here is the OwlCrate exclusive edition cover. Yeah, this is very much contemporary to me, even though it's fantasy. And it's not something that I would ever pick up of my own, which is kind of cool about doing these book boxes, right? Because you get sometimes stuff that you never thought you would pick up, and maybe I'll end up really liking this and never would have picked it up otherwise. So we'll see. But yeah, I very much so prefer the redesigned cover. And then of course we just have, so there's the author, and then you just have your little information packet here. And let me grab the spoiler card and I will tell you what everything is designed by, because I think I forgot to tell you as I was going over the stuff. So first we have our little pen. It says, "Introducing our 2023 enamel pen collection, the Treasured Tomes. Each month's box will include a book-styled pen featuring in-universe references to many beloved books and fandoms, all designed by no one designed and conceptualized by Paperback Bones. To start off the collection, we've included an officially licensed Cruel Prince pen featuring our favorite Jude and Carmen moments." I think I said I don't like Cruel Prince universe. I'm not a fan, but this pen is super cool, and the fact that it's like a book is super cool. So there's that. Since I got it here, let's read about the book. Yeah, it's a contemporary fantasy debut featuring monsters, magic, and mayhem, in addition to a heartwarming story about love and agency. Our signed first edition features a dreamy exclusive cover created by @rhymes.y and designed by @Leechin and Limestone. Slip over the dust jacket and you'll find gorgeous art illustrated by Nuri.sky or @Nuri.sky. As a reversible dust jacket, you'll also find exclusive foil stamps on the hardcover case created by Paperback Bones, as well as stunning in pages illustrated by E.K. Blesher. Author Rachel Hassan has written an author letter just for our subscribers as well, which is bound into the book. We've also included exclusive bonus content featuring an additional scene set after the book. Make sure you scan the QR code included on the card to access it. So yeah, that's who designed the book. The mug, we have this Fortuna Sworn inspired travel mug. It's created by Amy Mack Illustration and is officially licensed. Again, I'm pretty sure it's an adult series, like adult romance though. So I take a little bit of an issue with that if it's an adult romance series, because you know there's gonna be smut and stuff in it. And if it's marketed towards YA audience, I mean, is OwlCrate marketed towards YA though? Because I've seen a lot of adults get OwlCrate. It's YA content in it usually. I don't know. I don't take issue with like the artist or anything, because this is absolutely stunning. It's just, I don't necessarily think it's appropriate to have a adult romance in a YA box. If that makes any sense, but I could be wrong. It could be YA. So if I am, ignore all that, but that's just kind of a personal thing that, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you should be including adult stuff in YA curated box, but again, personal preference doesn't mean I'm going to stop, you know, buying OwlCrate or any of that kind of stuff. Like, it's just a personal issue with that, but it might not even be an issue at all if that is a YA series. So the tape measure here, it's inspired by an enchantment of ravens, and it is designed by Nerdy Eek. I really like this a lot, actually. Our very beautiful light is inspired by Agatar, A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's officially licensed, and it's created by Wolf and Bear Co., which I will have to look up because this is so stunning, and I will definitely have to see what else that they do. And it says it included a second acrylic board, has been left blank for artistic and or writing purposes, which is cool. I do think that's cool. And then of course we have this gorgeous tote bag, which is inspired by Cruel Prince, like I said. Let me find it, where on my thing. It's been designed by Paperback Bones, and it's officially licensed. So yeah, that is the OwlCrate box for January. Have it, guys. That was OwlCrate, or January's OwlCrate unboxing for 2023. So I loved every single one of the products in here. I have no issues with that. I think all the artwork was beautiful. I have two qualms with the box. The one is what I already talked about. If that is an adult series, especially if it's adult romance, I don't think it's appropriate to be including the fandom for that in a YA curated box. I mean, unless they're really marketing OwlCrate to adults, but like I thought the point of it was like YA. I mean, I know a lot of adults get it. I don't know, maybe this is just like a weird pet peeve like of mine. It's just a personal preference. I don't think that young adults should be like reading that kind of stuff. I don't know. That's just personally, you know, if you are a parent of a young adult, I mean, that's totally up to you how you decide to parent your child. And if you are a young adult, you know, that is up to you and your parents, what you decide to read. But it's just a personal thing. I would not necessarily, if I was reading this for my child and they're like, oh, what's Fortuna Sworn? I'd be like, you know, you're not going to look into that fandom because we're not going to read it. But I could be completely mistaken here, and this could be a YA series. If it is a YA series, I totally apologize. I mean, I still stand by what I've said, but like, if it is a YA series, then OwlCrate, like, no issues. You did fine. It's possible I'm thinking of a different, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of a different fandom or a different book series. But I don't think I am. I don't know. Anyways, that I would take issues with that if it is adult, because if it is adult, I have a feeling it's very smutty adult from if it is what I'm thinking it is, and I just don't think that should be included in something like a YA box when you have so many other YA Fae related like universes out there, books created. You don't need to be including an adult one just because it's really popular. You know what I mean? And like along with that, when I originally was filming it, I opened it up and I'm like, what do you want to bet that there's an ACOTAR inspired thing in here because it's Fae? And look, I know how popular Sarah J Maas is. I know how popular she is. I know how popular ACOTAR is. But like, we've already gotten multiple ACOTAR inspired things. I mean, okay, this is 2023. It's a new year. Okay. I guess I can let it slide there. But last year in 2022, we got at least 2, if not more, ACOTAR inspired stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know, I get it. It's Fae. It's super popular. But like I said, there are so many other fandoms out there, or so many other really good books. And maybe like, I would think actually it'd be kind of cool if they picked more not known. I mean, maybe that's not good like business practices or marketing practices. So I totally understand that end of things. But I think it'd be cool if they picked lesser known series or lesser known books to base their items off of, because we kind of give recognition to other things that maybe aren't in the public eye as much. I think that would be super cool. And then like, it was also the same thing. I was saying that along with the fact that the pen is inspired by the Cruel Prince, and we have an item inspired by the Cruel Prince. So we have 2 Cruel Prince things in the box, which, I mean, I don't like the series. I don't like ACOTAR either. So you might be just saying, well, it's just because you don't like them. If it was a series you'd like, maybe, I don't know. But I don't think so, even, because it's like I said, I mean, even like what is it? I have it over here. The Iron King series, right? Is super popular by Julie Kagawa. Look, I have like other Fae books here. Both of these are Fae books. We have the Iron King series, and we have I don't even know what this one is. Amanda Hawking, Torn. I don't know what the series is, but they're both Fae, and I have like a whole shelf. You can't see it, but let me turn the camera actually so you can see it. So like, that shelf is full of Fae stories, and you could have picked any one of those, but we had to get 2 items for the same fandom. And I don't know, I mean, I understand like the pen, you know, it's the pen and it's an item, so they might have done this stuff before in the past where they have 2 same fandoms, but it's just like, I feel like the Cruel Prince and ACOTAR are like the only things that are ever talked about when you talk about Fae. And there's so many other stories out there that's like, can we not talk about something else for once? Can we not maybe highlight lesser? I mean, even like the Iron Fae series is crazy popular. So like, I'm kind of surprised that the Iron Fae was not a theme in here. But maybe it's not, but I don't think it's as popular as the other 3, as Fortuna Sworn, as ACOTAR, and as Cruel Prince. So, I mean, maybe from a business standpoint, you probably do want what's most popular because it's probably what's going to sell the most and get the most hype and most talked about. But I don't know. And I would say the same thing for like any series, even if I really liked it. Having multiple items for the same fandom in the same box is a little weird. And then also having throughout the year, multiple boxes having the same fandom throughout the year is also just a little bit like, can we just get something new and fresh, you know? But I don't know. That's just kind of a personal thing that I kind of noticed with the box. But I have absolutely nothing bad to say about the artists. All of the items are super well done. They're beautiful. Just because it's like 2 items by Cruel Prince, which I don't like, doesn't mean I don't like the items itself. Like the pen and the bag, they're beautiful. I love them. The light thing is so cool. So it's nothing against the artist. It's nothing against that. It's just, I think that OwlCrate should branch out a little bit more, maybe, and try something different besides just kind of like the same old fandoms that we always see. That is just my own personal gripes with the box, but other than that, everything else is great. Like I really like everything. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the book, but again, I haven't read it yet. So I don't know, I might love it. I've never heard anyone talking about it. So we'll see. Maybe I can read it this month and get in on the hype early because I'm always really behind on hype books. So I don't know. We shall see what I think of it. But yeah, other than that, you guys, those are my thoughts on the box. I really enjoy OwlCrate. I'm going to continue subscribing to OwlCrate because I really love them. And again, like nothing against OwlCrate or any of the artists they pick or anything, because they all do a fantastic job. The quality of the items are really nice. I just am a little bored with the constant reusing of the fandoms. But like I said too, it is also a new year, and so, you know, if they don't do any more ACOTAR throughout the year, then maybe it's like their one ACOTAR thing, and that's fine too. It's just, I know that last year we had at least 2. So to have, like, now this is the 3rd OwlCrate box I've gotten in less than a year that has ACOTAR in it is a little bit like, ugh, come on. Though I know how freaking popular that is. And really quick, before I go, I can't forget to show you what next month's theme is. Look, it matches. It almost matches exactly. That's funny. Next month's theme is magic and mischief, which I'm hoping is some kind of like magician type of items. Would be super fun because I love magic shows. And on the back it tells you a sneak peek about what we're getting next month. For every February box will include, I'm really excited about this, will include a cozy blanket designed by Forensics and Flowers, which Forensics and Flowers designed this, and this was in one of their boxes from last month. P.S. If you're already a subscriber, your account will automatically renew. So I'm gonna get a really cool blanket next month. I just hope I like the fandom. Anyways, you guys, yeah, that is what's coming for next month. I'm not affiliated with OwlCrate or anything in any way, shape, or form. I do pay for these boxes myself. If OwlCrate wants to sponsor me, I will totally be okay with that. And I will say, you know, what I really think, even if I am sponsored, because that's how it should be done, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and listened to my little bit of thoughts on certain items. But like I said, the quality and the artistry is always top-notch. Love it. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, y'all. If you please give this video a thumbs up, it would really help me out. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I do unboxings every month. So yeah, thanks guys. I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.